Welcome back to my channel for another video. I thank you for liking, subscribing, and clicking the notifications button so that you are alerted every time I have new content uploaded to my channel, and hopefully my channel resonates with you. And so again, I say peace be with you. Now, keep in mind, if you're watching this video via Facebook and you've clicked on it, in order for me to get a notification that you've either liked or disliked the video, I am going to need you to sign in. So that would really be nice. I really appreciate it. Nevertheless, I always start my videos with a short intro, just kind of explaining how my channel operates and what I do here. I channel direct messages from spirit as they come into me. Oftentimes those downloads come in very quickly. And so those messages are for those who can resonate with them. Any information that does not fit your situation, I encourage you wholeheartedly, do not try to make things fit your circumstances. But if it resonates with you, then so shall it be. The message is for you. So with that being said, let's get into the message. So today, very clearly, Spirit gave me a very powerful message that I needed to translate. And I know I took all day to meditate on it and pray about it so that I translate this message properly, right? Narcissism, narcissists, sociopathic tendencies, behavioral defects, emotionally unavailable people, right, is what I like to call them. These people are when at all cost I get what I want kind of people. The interesting part is that oftentimes a narcissist is extremely charming and will come into your life with what appears to be good intentions. I have been probably certified with narcissists to the point of no return. Okay, there is no degree that I need, but I've had my experiences and I can spot one a mile away. So with that being said, the message is urgent in the sense that we need to be aware of this kind of energy vampire. They only come for selfish reasons. They're very charismatic, very charming. Some of them don't even know that they're narcissists. Some of them do, right? They just have these characteristics and they feel like this is what's been getting them through life and it works. And so they look for people who are vulnerable. They look for people who don't know who they are. They love people with low self-esteem. They love beautiful people who don't know their value. This is the pursuit for a narcissist in life, okay? Usually beyond the age of adolescence, they really don't change. They just get a little bit more sophisticated. So psychology says that from age, 0 to let's say 13 pretty much establishes the personality traits of any human being, right? That's usually when, the moments of feeling safe or unsafe have at least occurred a few times before the age 13. By the time you reach that, young adulthood, pre-adulthood, teenager life, these characteristics have to be caught early on, or you will see somebody morph into a person who has learned to mask their feelings, mask their emotions, and have selfish pursuits. These people exist. They are breathing, living amongst us. Some of us know these people. Here's the thing about a narcissist. They're very addictive because they are very charismatic. They're very usually well put together, well groomed, very well spoken. And again, we know people like this, okay, whether we realize that or not. So I had to put this message out, and it's kind of off topic from what my last few videos have been about, but it's so urgent because I think that we're dealing more with that than ever. I think the world somewhat encourages narcissism in a lot of ways. We are in a world that really pushes TV shows like Power, right? Which is really dangerous when you download that on your television, right? So people are really acting these things out in real life. You are what you eat, but you're also what you watch and what you take in. So some things are created by habit. And that show is real powerful because it's actually based on the laws of power, right? Which really teaches you to not have feelings, to not really care, to just go and pursue what it is that you want without giving any regard to the casualties, the innocent people that you step on who you consider to be weak because they're trusting or they want to believe that you are a blessing to them. Nevertheless, again, I want to get a little deeper into the message. So here's what I learned about narcissism. When they cannot control you, when you're not at liberty to allow them to think for you or give them what they want, they become enraged. Remember, they don't have feelings. Even the feeling of anger for them is not truly a feeling because they operate very coolly under that that emotion. If you want to even call it an emotion for them, they're very, very controlled when it comes to doing that. A narcissist wants to win at all cost. Now, I want to go even deeper. You have a narcissist who understands the spirit realm. Then you have abuse of power. Just imagine you have someone that understands spirituality, dark magic, and they psychologically have some defects when it comes to their character, sociopathic, narcissistic, egotistical behavior. Me, I don't care about you. A narcissist will create and wreak havoc where there is none, only to try their best to emotionally manipulate you, when in reality, they really don't feel what you're feeling. They really don't care what you're feeling, right? And these people are dangerous because now we're in the age of information. So just as we're taking in information, they're taking in information too. We're taking in information, obviously, for good reasons, to apply it, to help people, to teach people. Whereas, a narcissist is going to take in that information and add it to their repertoire of manipulation because now this is giving them something to mimic. I'm very spiritual, so they mimic that. They mimic emotions when really there aren't any emotions. There aren't really any feelings, right? Towards any given situation or person. Very dangerous characteristic. Actually really self-sabotaging because when you realize that you're in the presence of a narcissist, when you accept that, you've now exposed that narcissist and you have depowered them. The one thing that a narcissist love is attention. They love attention. And when you don't feed into their games, mind manipulation, mind control, domination, whatever they feel is empowering them as they suck the energy from you, if you allow, right? And if you don't have enough spiritual muscle, they feel as though they're empowered by this, right? But once you expose them, once you know what you're dealing with and you know not to feed that kind of a person anything, I mean attention, time, energy, they will inevitably, I promise you, without fail, they will reveal who they truly are very quickly, right? They love to trigger people. They love mind games. They love the game of chess as it applies to psychology. Some of them are very, very sophisticated. I'm warning you, these people are dangerous. These people will roll over, destroy your life, and then go in the kitchen and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and won't feel any way about it. Again, a narcissist's goal is to win at all cost. So, with that being said, obviously there's always a scenario that encourages me to share these experiences. And I have had so many situations where, be it in a relationship, a friendship, business, whatever, they always seem to expose themselves for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, they always seem to expose themselves at a time that they don't expect that they're going to be exposed. And that pisses a narcissist off more than anything. Because their goal is very patient. Their goal is to suck you dry of emotions, leave you crazy, broke, whatever their plan is that they get high off of, right? They feel a rush when they destroy a beautiful woman, or they feel a rush when they destroy a beautiful man. It is a thriving energy for them, right? But when you expose a narcissist right in the middle of their plan, smack dab in the middle of their actions, at a time that they least expect it, it shakes up the core of who they are. Because the biggest fear of a narcissist is that their plan will fail, and two, that they'll be exposed for not being genuine, right? Their goal is to make people feel like you don't know me. That's their goal. It's a mind game, a game of mental chess. I move a piece here, she moves a piece here, he moves a piece there, and so on. So when you cut a narcissist's plans short, they're very patient people, very patient human beings. I've seen a narcissist have a plan for 10 years and play it out. You talk about patience and manipulation and wanting to destroy somebody. Very cold, very calculating, very calm under pressure, cool in the middle of adversity. Even when they seem enraged, they really don't give a damn, to be quite honest, right? So when you destroy their plan, you've now destroyed and exposed a narcissist. So then they don't give up. They're going to come for you more than ever, because their biggest fear is that now that you've exposed them, and now that they know that you know who they are, their biggest fear is that you're going to expose them to other people. When in actuality, you could really care less, right? Once a narcissist doesn't have anything to feed off of, because they're counterfeits, they're copycats, they mimic people. They don't truly have a real personality. They don't. So they watch authentic people who are sad, who have a good character, who know who they are, and they copy that. And this is why, in the interim, they decide they need to destroy you. Because if they're being a better version of you than you are, then they don't need you anymore. So now the plan is, I've taken all that I can take from you because I truly don't have a personality or a character. Then what do I need the real thing for? This is how they think. Oh, I'm certified. I've had so many come into my life, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because I'm authentic, right? And I have a kind heart. So narcissists specifically look out. I mean, they target people, okay? They look for people who are spiritual, kind, giving, nice, right? Those are the people that they look for, because they know that those are the people that have the most patience. But they see it as a sign of weakness as well. It's an easy target. It's an easy prey. Needless to say, once a narcissist has consumed your character and they feel as though they can go before people now and talk the way you talk, or be the way you are, or copy you like a doppelganger, right? A carbon copy, counterfeit version of you, then they quietly still want to stay connected to you, right? Until they suck you dry of any and everything that they feel is useful in this new construction of your personality. Because again, reminder, key word is personality, of which they have none. Very dangerous human beings, right? If to even call them human. So Spirit really wanted this message to go out, you know. Once a narcissist has extracted all that they can from you, they will create a situation to hopefully leave you tormented and frazzled and confused. But when they can't, oh baby, you better watch out, because they don't stop. They want to destroy you at all costs. And again, some of them are coming into the spiritual world. The beautiful part about it is that the ones of us that are completely evolved to the level of power and discernment, we can see them coming a mile away. Spirit will have us have a dream before they show up. What? Can you imagine a narcissist having power with sex magic? You got somebody implementing dark magic with no feelings. You talk about science and spirituality combined along with psychology. It's a dangerous thing to combine. That's explosive. Information like that should not be in the hands of a narcissist. But here's what they fail to realize: the game is changing. So now that the karmic laws are being implemented, right? Understanding and revealing everything that's in the dark will come to the light. We know who's doing what and where. So now, once you expose, your dark magic is not working. You don't even need to be in this realm anyway. It's the same with voodoo and hoodoo. Voodoo is a beautiful religion. But then you had a narcissist come in who was like, oh, so you mean to tell me if I take this, I can manipulate this? And they used it for darkness. It's the same situation. But voodoo was used to heal people. So be mindful when you're feeding into these vampire-like energies that are coming to suck all the goodness out of what you know, only to take that as a dark alchemist, of which they exist, and transmute that into something to abuse and attack people. That is a violation of the spiritual law. And just know that God is aware and Spirit is aware, and they're on that karmic ass, with all due respect. So, this is the message for today. Be mindful. Pay attention. It says in the Bible, test the spirit. You got to test that spirit. Give it some time. Because if you're really coming from a genuine place and somebody approaches you that does not have good intentions, like a narcissist or a sociopath, they will be exposed. All you got to do is sit back and listen. All you got to do is sit back and wait. They will expose themselves. They'll create chaos where there's no chaos. And you're like, what? Why? Because they're losing. They don't like to lose. And this has worked on so many other people. But when it doesn't work on you, now it enrages them. A narcissist thinks all day, how can I defeat this person? How can I come off and get back into this person's good graces, or get into this new person's good graces, manipulate them and take what I can, and then move on to the next? Because that's what they do. They leave a trail of casualties. People lost and confused, like, what happened? No, your time is up too. The universe is tired of you. We sending you back with your demons through your portal to your native state of non-existence. You don't exist no more. That spirit can no longer vibrate on this planet. It's too many people that are doing their best to raise the vibration of the entire universe. So when people like this try to infiltrate, you have no place here. We see your spirit coming a mile away. Exposed. Once a narcissist is done sucking dry whatever they can from any given situation that they believe is going to further them mentally, spiritually, financially, whatever, guess what happens? They look for a new person to attach themselves to. Remember, they have absolutely no personality, so they have to constantly get their ideas from somebody that is authentic, because they're not. Some of them watch your Facebook page and your Instagram just to see what else they can copy and take it to be their own. Why? Because you're writing the script. They don't have an authentic spirit. They have to stay connected to something authentic. And if it's not you, they go for somebody else. But what they're realizing is, as a collective, we are vibrating so high that we like, what? Do you know who you're dealing with? Do you know that I'm psychic? Do you know that I saw your ass in a dream? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? I'm not going to expose too much. And I'm only giving a little bit of what I can at this time. Because Spirit is like, you got all kinds of people watching. So with that being said, that's the message. That's the message. Pay attention to how people react when you give them absolutely nothing. Let a narcissist expose who they are. And then you now have to make a conscious decision not to be addicted to that characteristic, because these are very addictive people. You got to go to Narcissist Anonymous, sociopathic purging school or whatever. You got to purge that. Because they move with little to no emotions, they're able to confuse some very intellectual people. And so you ask yourself, was that real? I'm here to let you know, no, it was not. It's not real. Nothing of what they did, said, how they made you feel, not real. And a lot of them are addicted to sex. Why? Because they have no feelings. So they want to feel. 9 times out of 10, that's the only way they can feel on a physical level. But they've been exposed. So, with that being said, peace be with you. I pray that this resonates with you. If it does not resonate with you and it resonates with somebody that you believe is in a situation where they're either married to a narcissist, got a friend that's a narcissist, whatever, however you can apply this message, so shall it be. I pray that it finds the right person at the right time. And remember, peace be with you, because that is the way that God intended.